What's up everyone? We're back again, and today we're checking out something almost every driver has needed at least once. That awful moment when you turn the key or hit the start button and your car does absolutely nothing. Maybe you're running late for work, stuck during a road trip, or parked somewhere with nobody around to give you a jump. Today, we're taking a close look at the Type S P10 jump starter with power guide assistance. Type S isn't pitching this as just another jump starter. They're calling it an emergency roadside assistant. We've spent some time putting it through its paces to find out whether it really earns that title, or if it's simply another flashy gadget sitting in the trunk. We'll go over the technology, charging performance, and safety features from a real-world perspective to see whether this deserves a place in your emergency gear. Opening the box, everything is laid out in a simple but complete package. You get the P10 jump starter, a set of heavy-duty smart clamps, a USB-C charging cable, and a storage pouch that keeps everything organized instead of rolling around in your spare tire compartment. On paper, this looks like a multi-purpose tool for your vehicle. It works as a jump starter, flashlight, emergency beacon, and high-speed power bank. The feature Type S really wants people to notice, though, is the power guide assistance system. Basically, the built-in display walks you through each step of the jump-starting process with animated instructions. If you already spend time working around engines, you may not need that guidance. But for someone who gets nervous just looking at a car battery, having those visual directions makes the whole process a lot less intimidating. Now let's talk about what it's actually like to jumpstart a vehicle with this thing. The whole process feels very beginner-friendly. Plug the smart clamps into the jump starter, switch the unit on, then connect the cables, red to positive and black to negative. One thing we really liked was how the display constantly checks your connection. Once the indicator turns green, you're ready to start the engine. Where this really proves useful, though, is when something isn't connected properly. If the screen flashes red or you hear a warning beep, the unit lets you know the clamps aren't making solid contact. In our experience, that usually comes down to corrosion or dirt covering older battery terminals. Normally, all you have to do is wiggle or rotate the clamps slightly until they bite into clean metal. But having the display explain exactly what's happening saves a lot of guesswork and frustration. Of course, safety matters here because working around batteries can make plenty of people nervous. The P10 includes reverse polarity protection, so if the positive and negative clamps get connected backwards, the unit simply refuses to complete the connection. That kind of protection really should come standard on every jump starter these days. During testing, we also paid attention to the different warning lights. A steady red light means the jump starter itself doesn't have enough battery left to help. If both red and green flash together, the P10's voltage is lower than your vehicle's battery, although you can still attempt to jump. You'll just want to recharge the unit afterward. If you reach the 90-second timeout, shown by solid red and green lights together, simply disconnect everything, reconnect the cables, and give it another try. Throughout the process, the P10 keeps communicating what's happening, and that's something we really appreciated. One area where the P10 separates itself from the inexpensive jump starters sitting on store shelves is everything it does after your vehicle starts. It also functions as a 65-watt USB-C power bank, and honestly, that's one of our favorite features. A lot of jump starters only include a slow USB port that barely keeps a phone alive. Here, 65 watts means you can actually recharge a laptop or tablet without waiting forever. The LCD display also gives you live information while charging. You can watch the wattage, voltage, and amperage updating in real time. Most smartphones usually draw somewhere between 15 and 25 watts, while many laptops pull anywhere from around 60 to 100 watts. Seeing those numbers gives us a much better idea of how much battery remains inside the P10. The display also shows charging information when you plug the unit itself into power, making it easy to tell whether your wall charger is delivering full-speed charging or something much slower. Outside of battery duties, there's also the built-in lighting system. A dependable flashlight can make a huge difference during a roadside emergency, and Type S did a nice job here. Holding the power button for about 3 seconds activates the spotlight. From there, you can switch between strobe mode and hazard mode. If you ever find yourself changing a tire on the shoulder after dark, placing that flashing hazard light on the ground or roof of your vehicle adds another level of visibility that could make a real difference. We also notice one thoughtful detail. The LCD interface supports English, French, and Spanish. Holding the button for 5 seconds opens the language menu. It's a small feature, but one that makes the product easier for more people to use. After spending time with it, we think the Type S P10 does exactly what a good emergency tool should do. It helps take the stress out of unexpected situations. It may not deliver the highest jump-starting output available today, and it certainly isn't the lowest price option either. Where it really stands out is ease of use. The Power Guide Assistance removes much of the uncertainty that newer drivers often feel when dealing with a dead battery. And since it doubles as a 65-watt USB-C charger for laptops and other devices, it's something we probably keep within reach inside the cabin instead of tossing it into the trunk and forgetting about it. Overall, it covers the essentials well while adding useful features that actually make sense. So that wraps up our look at the Type S P10. Whether you're dealing with a dead battery, stuck on a dark roadside, or simply trying to recharge your laptop during a long drive, this little unit handles all of those jobs well. It feels dependable, easy to use, and the display makes everything much less intimidating. We'll leave the purchase links down in the description so you can check the latest pricing or pick one up for yourself, or maybe for a family member who doesn't feel very comfortable working around vehicles. If you've got any questions about the warning lights or want to know how it performed with some of the larger vehicles we tested, leave us a comment below. We're always happy to help. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more gear reviews. Other than that, we hope you all have a great day.